Welcome to this look at another map I missed on Farming Simulator 22 with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the third in my series of maps I missed with MrSealyp. This is Lands of La Mancha. It is Tierras Manchegas. This is a Spanish map, I believe. Yes, it is. Spanish map. 408.87 megabytes download by ProGarModding. This is a corker. It seems to be all the ones I have missed. My list is growing. People have been sending me messages saying, you missed this one, you didn't do this one. This isn't necessarily ones. These maps have had updates, but these are maps that I missed. People have been messaging me saying, are you going to do revised map tours on maps that have been updated? That's not my plan at the moment. What I'm trying to do is mop up maps I've missed, because I have had some messages from people asking me if I would do that. So this map has had up to update 1.3.0.1, and I didn't do a map tour on it initially, so all the updates it's had I never did it, so apologies for that. This has extra crop types, it has contracts, there are 3 required mods. The required mods are listed in the description, but we got Placeable Ramp by Pisty and Vanquish 081, Low Cost Silos by erShaba, VSR Modding Sur, Multifruit Container and ITRunner Pack by Christie1 VSR Modding Sur, although I didn't see any of that, maybe I missed it. We start here in front of the flour mill. On New Farmer we do own, well actually let's go to the map. This is the map. So on New Farmer, you'll see as we look around, look at all the machine. There's machinery and equipment and stuff dotted all around the place. On New Farm, we do start with a fair bit of land. We've got some grapevines and stuff down here. We've got these plots here that are numbers sort of 1, 4, 1, 2, 3. I think up to we've got 1, 3, 1, 4, 8, 1, 4, 7. We're going to go around them, but we do start with a few that have got some productions on. We do also have some animals. We do have some round fields with pivot irrigation down in the southeast corner, which we start with. On Farm Manager and Start from Scratch, you don't, and there's a lot of equipment and machinery dotted around the place. So that's something to be aware of, because there's a lot of it. And we'll talk about slot count when we get to the farm. I'm going to jump to the farm momentarily. But one of the productions we start with, because we do start with some plots with productions on, is here, which is the flour mill, and it's the windmills up the top of the hill. On Farm Manager and Start from Scratch, you don't own it, but you can buy it. So when we come up to here, click on that, we got wheat flour, barley flour, oat flour, sorghum flour. Now this is like the maps I've been looking at. I'm playing on the Zero or Ito maps. A lot of the productions do require pallets. Some of the productions require pallets and planks and nails. So rather than just planks, they have, to make them into boxes, they've got sideboarding and they require nails as well, which we can get to. I'll talk about that momentarily. I love this sign here. Like I say, now this is another one of those maps. It's an absolute corker. It's packed with stuff. Tremendous. I mean, yeah, absolutely fantastic. Another one. I can't believe I missed this. I just, anyway. The periphery, the verges of the map, all of that, 258,738. Field prices aren't actually too expensive. I mean, we haven't got any mega massive fields. There's not a lot of forestry. There's a little bit of forestry, but I don't think, do we have a sawmill? I don't think we had a sawmill. I think we had carpentry. And then the plots that have got farms and various different productions on, like 148 for example there, 59,446. That one there, that's the biogas plant, 178,240. It's not break the bank stuff, which is pretty cool. I like that. So additional crop types. If we go, actually we'll start on this one. Go across. We've got chickpeas, lentils, garlic, almond, and pistachio. Now chickpeas and lentils are put in the ground using a regular seeder, and they can be harvested with a regular harvester header. The garlic is put into the ground with a planter and harvested with a special harvester, which we'll look at momentarily. The almonds and pistachios are put into the ground like grapevines or olive vines. You place them, you can place them individually, a little bit like the olive trees. Is it by Christie1? There's some olive trees that I did on Carpathian, and we have got some groves of those, which we'll get round to and we'll have a look at later on. Like I say, I'm amazed. My list of maps that I missed is growing. I think I'm up to 5 or 6 on top of the ones I've already done. So yeah, I mean, to be fair, people say, oh, that's quite a lot of maps. But I've done hundreds of map tours, so to only have 5 or 6 out of hundreds, I'm happy with that. So from here, we're going to jump to the main farm, and we'll do the map tour from there, because I don't have a vehicle. I'm kind of out in the middle of nowhere here, so bear with me while I jump to the farm. So we are now here, at the main farm, coming through the main gateway. We do have sleep trigger, wardrobe trigger, sleep trigger there, wardrobe trigger there. We do have a pickup. I'm going to grab that and back out because we're going to need that. Actually, we might use that for going around the yard. It's quite a big yard, and you'll see because there is equipment and machinery scattered around the map. Just how much you start with, and this will be an indication. On New Farmer, 1,939 is the slot count. On Farm Manager and Start from Scratch, that plummets from 1,939 down to 1,174. Excuse me. Because you don't start with any of the equipment and machinery, you don't start with any of the buildings, you don't start with, there's a farm that's got cows on it, you don't start with any of the buildings, it's all gone. This farm will look like this. So again, something to be aware of. The actual plots of land that have got productions on, they're fine, you can buy those up. But if you come on here on Farm Manager and Start from Scratch and buy this plot of land, there's nothing on it, just completely bare, barren, bereft. Is that the right word? Anyway, we have got here. Actually, we'll use that to go around. No, no. Go on foot. So, Mahindra. John Deere with weight. Little Valtra. Come around the corner. Fuel tank. Jet wash. We have got liquid fertilizer tank with 5,000 litres in. A lot of the farm stuff. We've got equipment, machinery. We've got pallets of things already. You do start with quite a bit on New Farmer. Solid fertilizer tank, 5,000 litres. The seed and mineral feed, that's got seed, 5,000 litres in it. We come over to the barn space here. We've got workshop trigger there. In here, telehandler, forklift. I'm sure there was a forklift somewhere else. Planter, seeder, fertilizer and lime spreader. We do have some limes sitting here already, which is quite cool. Farmer 400 silo. Not 400, 800, sorry. 800,000 litre standard crop type, and we do start with some crops in there already. Slurry tank just there. If we come across the yard, that's mineral feed in that one. If we come over to here, harvester with corn header and regular header. So, yeah, plenty of stuff. And as we go around, you'll see just more and more and more. It's incredible. So you won't have to buy anything. Weeder, plough, mower, cultivators, rock picker, spader, that's another cultivator and disc harrow, isn't it? Subsoiler, roller, we've got a couple of ramps. These are part of the placeables. Then over here we've got, this is one of the placeables, the required mod, should I say. This is one of the required mods. This is a 1 million litre silo multifruit, nothing in it, but that's one of the required mods. Then we've got muck spreader, slurry spreader, trailers here, roller and compactor, large silage clamp, spotlights, lighting. Like I say, it's jam-packed, and we're barely even getting started, so we'll have to whiz round. It does say there are 11 collectibles. I haven't found one yet, but there are 11 collectibles. And again, I'm aware that these maps have been out absolutely ages. You may have played on this for hundreds of hours and moved on to another map. You may have never seen this map before. You may have not, not played on it, not been aware of it. I don't know. It depends when you started in the game. And like I say, only because I was asked recently about a few maps, have I done a map tour on them, because people are playing on them and they're stuck with something. And I've gone away and looked and thought, actually no, I haven't. So I thought, you know what, let's go around and mop it all up. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Oh, I'll show you one of the other ones. We do have equipment damage. You know what, I should really show you one here. We do have equipment damage. Is there any on this? What we're showing? Yeah, 20% damage. I think most of the equipment and machinery you start with has got some amount of damage on it, some amount of wear and tear. Yeah, 40%. 40%. Some were 60. I can't remember where those were. So yeah, there is equipment damage and stuff. So you might want to do some repair work before getting started, or you might not. Now this map also, lighting, texture, colour palette, all absolutely spot on. This, considering it's only 408 megabyte download, it's got a very zero Oito feel, and that's not detrimental, I'm not disrespecting the map maker on here, ProGarModding. I mean, for the level of detail and the amount of stuff on here, the amount of productions, all that's going on. I know on Zero Ito ones you've got a lot of animations and added bits and bobs like that, but there's a lot going on. It's a kind of multi-layered, multi-leveled map with different zones. That being said, because of that, working out a route round to do the map tour, oh my, I'm going to get lost. I'm going to make a mistake. I'm going to make a wrong turn. If I don't, it'll be a miracle. If I can remember the route I took. So, on New Farmer, you do start with a sheep pen. Other two game modes, you don't. We do have 6 out of 15 sheep here at this lovely little sheep pen by the side of the road. One of the other, well, the next plot over here that we start with on New Farmer is just over here. A kind of contractor's yard. Open the doors there. We come through. We've got a forage wagon, bale trailer. This is like fortified. This is perfect for a zombie invasion or zombie apocalypse or something like that. But look, tons of stuff. More rolling equipment, baler, windrower, fence. I mean, yeah. Mowing equipment, tedder. This was where I think I checked. Yeah, 60% damage on that, and I think that one did as well. 40%, yeah. So this is just a contractor yard, and again, on farm management start from scratch, the buildings aren't here, there's no equipment and machinery, so be aware of that. We come from here, straight across. Like I say, I will apologise now. There are going to be some bits that, like I said, we do start with on New Farmer, some sort of grape orchards, grapevines. You can just see them off to the right now, because we're not actually going to go down to them. But they are relevant to where we're going now. So down in there, in that little valley, bottom down there, it's a fantastic map. Grape trailer, just over there. So this also on New Farmer, we start with this plot of land. I'll show you on the map where we are momentarily. So if we open the doors here, see grapes in there. Door, come inside, over to here. This is the juice factory, or juice cellar should I say. Raisins and grape juice, so grape processing unit for all intents and purposes, but it does require pallets as well. Now everything on the map as you go around is very clearly marked, where the pallets are required, whatever it is that's required, it's all clearly labelled and clearly marked. You won't have a problem finding anything at all. Fuel point over here, electricity charge points. We've also got more equipment and machinery. That's right, people. Harvester, couple of tractors, sprayer. I mean, all the equipment and stuff you need for doing grapevine work. Pruner, just there. So that's our juice cellar. We're going to go the wrong way. Potentially. Oh yeah, I was going to show the map, wasn't I? So we come back to the map. So from the main farm, scoot it down there. Like I say, if you click on what we own, 141, 143. So the contractor's yard and the juice cellar we already own, and those orchards there, these two fields, that one that's got the sheep on. But like I say, farm management start from scratch. You can buy that plot of land, but the sheep pen's not there. So something to be aware of. It's a pity there's not a road up the side of there, really. But it is, like that's what I'm saying, all this kind of multi-layered, multi-levelled. It's very cool. Just now very conscious of not getting around it all in the allocated time. Placeables area. Just there. There are a few placeable areas around the map. We do have little, like I say, little bits of forestry. I think that's going to be more relevant to one of the productions we come to in a little while, if I recall. So having swept up the hillside, if we look out to our right momentarily, you'll see all the way down to there, through that where we just came through. It reminds me very much of a map. Oh, who was it by? I want to say erShaba. It might have been on FS19 actually, and for the life of me I can't remember the name of it. It's absolutely gone. So here, farmers market. So all that drive all up to here, this facility here is your farmers market sell point. Great for your sort of grain type products, and the other one to the side for your palleted products, which is pretty standard for a farmers market. If we come out from here, like I say, if I don't make a mistake on the route, I'm going to give myself a large pat on the back. It's very cool. Not a particular reason to come down here for anything, but there is a route and I'm going to use it. So, oh, I just remember what I forgot to do. But that's fine because we'll do it momentarily. So, swinging out here, and you can just see those little valley floor down there. Well, sorry, old chap. Now again, if I miss something, that's pretty normal for a map tour. And again, I've had people message me on the 2 map tours I did yesterday. A couple of things I said I hadn't seen, and people have been messaging me to tell me where they were and stuff like that. That's great, thank you very much, I do appreciate it. Right, if we turn left up here. Oh, I know what else I've forgotten. So I got overexcited. It's like, oh, this is cool, there's loads of stuff in it, I need to get around it. I haven't gone through the build mode and stuff, have I? Right, pallets, as you can see. We'll stop here because I'm going to need to put some money in as well. Actually, I'm going to leave the engine running. What I'm going to do on here, right, come down to mods and DLC. So that's the Multifruit container and ITRunner pack. We don't start with one of those. That's interesting. I'm sure we don't. I haven't found one anywhere. We go to Lands of La Mancha. So this is the additional stuff that's been added in. So there's your garlic harvester. So when I said about planting garlic with a planter and then harvesting it, it's got a special machine. It's that, the Evo 290 garlic. Then for your almonds and pistachios, they're like the olive tree mod, where you've got that big kind of umbrella. It pushes onto the tree trunk, it vibrates, and the stuff falls in, and you collect it like that. So we've got those. We'll see those later on. Hydraulic oil barrel. Some of the stuff does require hydraulic oil. Then the pallet of steel nails, which is going to become relevant now, I think, and a couple of the other ones. Certain things do require pallets, planks, and steel nails. So if you're wondering where to get those from, you come into the menu. You can buy those under pallets, but you can find them here as well. We come out of there and we go into build mode. We haven't got much under build mode. Under build mode and sheds, we've got some sheds added in, the Lands of La Mancha. And then we've got under factories, we've got the garlic factory. So we have got anti-vampire factory, which is very cool. Always comes in handy. We're covered for zombie apocalypse, we're covered for vampires, everything. This map's quality. And then we've also got the pallet factory, which is where we are now. And then we come from there and into, where was the other one? Orchards. And there we go, that's what I was talking about. So there's your almond trees, there's your pistachio trees, and they get placed, I'll show you later on when we've got a bit of land on, but they get placed, if I recall, if I remember to do it. They're under orchards. Everything else is either the required mods or standard stuff. I'm going to put some money in, we'll buy this plot of land, and then we'll head on round. Money is in, we should be good to go. So we come back to our map. We've come from here, all that from there, up through there, back out onto the road, or is it here? We are now here. Plot 148, 59,446, do that, boom. So, production. So this is for pallets. Yeah, so wood and nails are required in. Outgoing is pallets and wood chips. And then, like I say, everything is then labelled what's required. Nails are in there. Your pallets spawn here. Over here you've got your cell wood point. So it's got the little tree. Like I say, I mean, it's bulletproof. Everything is labelled. You can't go wrong. Nice and straightforward. Pallet factory. From the pallet factory down to the main road. We're going to go past where we actually started, which was the flour mill, the windmills on the hillside. Up over the top. Windmills are to the right, just up on there. And let's go right and just right, yeah, then we're going the right way. Now, so it depends what version you played on this on. I'm not going to read out what all of the updates were, because what I'm showing you now is the latest version of it. So this has got whatever it requires. Now again, the biogas plant here, not expensive at all. I don't think, I'm going to double check. Biogas plant, buying the land is what buys the biogas plant. This is not one of the ones where you can buy the biogas plant and the land separately. You buy the land, you get the biogas plant. It's not expensive, so job done. There's a standard biogas plant, standard crop types in, or products in, with digestate out. Nothing fancy, nothing over and above, but a biogas plant. And again, not overly expensive. Couple of nope, just one silage clamp. Is that one? Yeah, look like a double there. Yeah, silage clamp. You don't own the land, so you might have a bit of room to fit one in. But I'm just trying to think where you could, maybe not. So from here, it's where things get a bit loosey-goosey because I can't remember. Oh yeah, I think I can. This is another one of those ones, I think, because of the way you drive around the map, and because the route's out and back to places, it feels big. And this way. I'm already shaking my head. And depending who you are, and depending who it is that's watching, you'll know my feelings on this. So we're coming to here. I'm not sure you're supposed to drive along here. We've got various different locations for things to be spawning, which will become more apparent as we come around. So we are now at plot 151. 61,360. That's all. Buys you all of that, including the land. Production of artisan products. So we can make all of this stuff: pistachio flour, sweets, mixed nuts, black garlic, nougat or nugget, and macaron. All of these things required in. Now there's a couple there we're going to become more relevant later on. Things like peeled almonds, vegetable fat, shelled pistachio nuts, the chickpeas and stuff, classified garlic. Oh, I'm not sure I'm clear to see that. So all these things in the various different recipes are there for what is required to make those products. So artisan products. Oh yes. Now if we come across here, water goes in there, and again everything's labelled. If we come into here, pallets are required this side. All these products can be brought and put into this here. So if you're not sure what's got to go where, again, just have a bit of a wander, you'll be able to find it all. But your artisan products, and then I'm going to grab the pickup because I think there's a couple more that are required out there, and we shall continue on our merry way. It's one of those ones as well, I think, because I'd missed it. When I came back on and you see all the updates and you read all the change logs on the updates, your mind's like, oh, this is going to be a minefield. It's going to be so complicated to do. And you kind of get on and you start going around and think, actually, you know what, it's not too bad. So these products in here, chickpeas is the one that's got the little red bit on it, the red bean. I suppose I should have shown you in the thing as well, shouldn't I? Let's go back up to here. Oh, I've done it again. Wrong one. Go to here. I should have shown you, really, shouldn't I? Under seeders. So there you go. You got your chickpeas and your lentils under seeders. They're on the end of those menu. Then we go to the planter, and you've got the garlic on the end of there. So seeders and planters. And as I said, you've already seen the harvester for the garlic. But if we come to headers, your headers will show you chickpeas and lentils there before taking them out. So yeah, should have shown you that. Right. From here, I'm going to go back out to the main road. I'll see you momentarily when we're going to, because we've just got to retrace our steps. I think, yeah, we are. So as we sweep down the hill here, tucked into the side here, we've got carpentry, but we do need to turn in here. for our route. Carpentry, that's a standard carpentry to make, well, I'll do it anyway, but it's a standard one. There you go. Wood in, plank some wood chips out for your carpentry. We do need to take this route. Round and down, off to our left. So whilst we don't own, I don't think we own the bit of land here, but we do own the piece of machinery, which is curious. But if we turn here, these are our first of our trees. So there you go, this is what the almond trees look like when they're growing. We carry on a little bit further up. We do have a tractor with an almond harvester. So if you've never done the olives or anything like these, let's say if you jump in this, we'll start that up, attach the rear weight, drive forward, attach that. So that can be folded away like that. And then what you would normally do, once they're ready to harvest, you put that around the trunk, like that. You might need to raise and lower it to get to the sweet spot, and you might need to adjust it slightly, there you go. Then unfold it, which puts that around it. Then you turn on the harvester, which vibrates that, and then all the almonds will fall in. But if you look down to the bottom right, it does require hydraulic oil. So those drums of hydraulic oil, that's what they're required for. They're going to be needed to operate that piece of machinery. So I don't think we own this plot of land. I'm going to go back to here and have a look. So we've gone from there, the artisan products, round to here, carpentry. Then we've taken a swing round here and up here. Oh no, we're doing that. Okay, so we're doing those plots on New Farm. We do start with those. But then we come up to 152, which we're going to go to in a moment. We don't own that on New Farmer, so we're going to buy that, do that, and that. And that's how we're going to head to now. So we do own these. Well, that's cool. We'll be doing some more later on as well. Like I say, New Farmer, it's the way to go, people. The way to go. Coming to here. So this, when I was asking for vegetable fat, this is where you do your vegetable fat. So corn, soybean, sunflower, almond and pallets, vegetable fat out. And again, around the back, everything's nice and clearly labelled where things have got to go. These go into here, pallets go into there, and come over to here. Not pallets, I'm talking about almonds there, pallets in. We definitely need to get these hinges oiled. There you go, pallets in there. So that's your vegetable fat factory production. Now I haven't been actively looking for, like I say, it does say there are 11 collectibles. I haven't been actively looking. It was something I mentioned in one of the other map tours. I said there are X amount of collectibles, but I haven't found any, and then heard people message me telling me where they all were. I'm not. If I come across one on a map tour, I'll do that thing. I'll say spoiler alert, and I'll show you one, just to see what they're worth and that kind of thing. But I'm not hunting them. I'm just saying they are here. They're on the map. This is such a pretty map as well. Again, how did I miss this? Do you want to go that one? No, that just goes to that field. Yeah. No, we didn't want to go that one. This is where we're heading to. So on New Farmer, we own this. On Farm Management Start from scratch, it's not here at all. So again, something to be aware of. So we had the sheep in that field. This is cows. And again, we start with a whole load of stuff. Look, we've got total mixed ration in boxes, which is pretty cool. Come around the side there, I think we've got mineral feed in that. 5,000 litres, I want to say. 5,000 litres of mineral feed. And we come to here, click on that. We've got 9 out of 45, and bottom right you can see what we've got. We've got some food in there, there's straw in there, slurry already being produced, and milk already being produced, so we're good to go. But again, farm management start from scratch, it's not here, none of it's there. So, you know, if you want to come on and you've got a good to go, ready to start. But that's being said, if you do want to come on and have a completely start from scratch, I've got nothing, let's go. Contracts are available on the map, so you can just crack on, can't you? From here then, we're getting ever close to that pat on the back. I mean, apart from that minor little bit there, you watch me go horribly wrong now. Swing it around, there we go, whoa. Do not want to roll it on the roof. That doesn't count as getting the route wrong. That's just appalling driving. It's a lot of those monument sort of things up on the hilltops, aren't they? Is that a regional thing? Is it Castilla? Is that the region? I think it is. Come out and under this bridge. I was looking, so I suddenly thought, has that not got a texture? Or oh, it has. It's just the lighting. Come through here. This is one of the plots that we do already own on New Farmer. Now this is the classified research centre for anti-vampire productions, so be aware. We do have a guard dog at the front here. If it's called Fluffy, I'll be really happy. Frosty. That's still pretty good. Frosty the dog, protecting the anti-vampire production facility. We have a fuel point just there. We do have a jet wash. We do have some storage space. If we come into the building just here, pallets I think are required here. Pretty sure they are. Come over to come over to here. Click on this. So this is what gives us our classified garlic. So if you just want to produce garlic and sell it, you can just sell your garlic. If you want the classified garlic, and the classified garlic can then be used for the artisan products, for making the black garlic. But this does require garlic, pallets, planks and nails, because rather than just flat pallets, this is going to make boxes, which I assume are going to look like that, which means they need the sides, and it needs to be nailed together as well. I mean, I like that as an idea. I think it's brilliant. You know, yeah, in reality you'd have to either order boxes or you're going to order pallets and the parts to make the boxes yourself. Again, if you're not a pallet person, you don't have to do any of this stuff. You don't have to, you can just grow your garlic, harvest it, sell it. You don't have to do any of the productions at all. It's a quality map anyway for, you know, just farming. Right, I'm going to take a fork here. As we go up the hill, I'm going to look out to the left. We're not going to drive out to it, but over to the left there. It's not a production. That is the animal dealer, tucked away in this little valley out to the side. Animal dealer, and there is a sell point there, like bales and that kind of thing. So animal dealer and sell point just over to the left. Sweeping up onto the main road. It says up onto the main road. One day we'll get there. There we go. So we're coming into the back of the vehicle shop and workshop. So the vehicle store, vehicle shop. So workshop trigger's just there. Actually, I don't know. Does this open? There we go. That's the workshop. The vehicle shop is around the front of this. I love, look. Notice all the signs flashing. That's cool. Now, I don't know if I've got this. My translations are terrible, and I will use. Does that say Lord of the Garlic? El Señor de los Ayos. Is that Lord of the Garlic? That can't be. Can it? Is that what this place is called? Anyway, there's your vehicle shop. We can get onto the main road there, but actually we need to go out the back from here because we're going to go and look at some more stuff. Nice open area. I think this is all part of the verges, the periphery of the map that can be purchased. Again, not expensive, to be fair. Right, heading onwards. Out of the back of the vehicle shop. I'm going to go... Should we go this side? I had it slightly different on my notes. That's fine. So, we do have, just here, some more pistachio trees. Now, we don't own this land, but we do have some pistachio trees just here. Like I say, there are a few areas on the map that already have them. And if we just walk across this field, we've got this production just here. So, when we were looking at some of those other things that were required earlier, so we've come from here, we went back round up to the cows, went all the way down there to our classified... Oh, I didn't show the... There's a forklift in that shed down at our anti-vampire production facility. We came out, up there and we looked over to our left to the animal dealer. We came out there, so vehicle shop, workshop. We come up here, and now... Oh, we don't... Okay, I'll take it all back. Take it all back. I didn't make my notes correctly. On New Farm, what are we doing? That area that's got the pistachio trees. But anyway, plot 146, just there, 41,500. Not expensive at all. So, in and out requirements, you'll see we can produce oils, almond and pistachio oils. Almond and pistachios in, water in, pallets in, come round the side here. This also does the shelled and, well, you'll see momentarily. So almond oil, pistachio oil, peeled almonds and shelled pistachio nuts. So for the various different productions, onward productions that require those, you can bring them here. If you just want to harvest your almonds and pistachios off your trees and sell them, you absolutely can. You don't have to bring them here. You don't have to run this production. But it is here, it is available, should you wish to do so. If you want to go all artisan. It's handmade. Just saying. So, continuing onwards. Another plot we do start with on New Farmer, but we have got to our left, we've got a sell point. This was, I think it was just plain, what's it called? Plain grain. I didn't write it on my notes. The plain distributor. So the plain distributor is a sell point just there. That's plain as in P-L-A-I-N, not plain as in aeroplane. This plot we do start with on New Farmer, and again, just equipment and stuff. I think it's for the field over there. But we have got a trailer, subsoiler. We'll get our rollers and some front loader gear, jet wash, tractor. There you go. So that one there. That's our pistachio picker. And the other one on the other track was the almond sprayer. So again, on farm management start from scratch, this is not here. The equipment and machinery isn't here. Be prepared. So, out to the roundabout. Placeables area. I took the wrong turn in. I took the wrong turn to come and show the placeables area. Oh, and this is chickpeas. There you go. That's what chickpeas look like when they're ready to harvest. So the chickpeas that are additional. Are these chickpeas or lentils? I think they're chickpeas as well. Is that the same field? It's the same field. Don't mind me, just having a mild mental breakdown. So I'm going to come back round, going to past the front of the vehicle shop. But before we do, we've got Grocery Mart, sell point to our right. We've got a gas station to our left. I know that's like the sign that's normally for the bakery, but it is this is a sell point. Grocery Mart, there you go. A bit like the farmer's market. Palleted products and regular products, and the gas station just there. And let's say we'll come across in front of the vehicle shop. Same sign that's on the buildings on the roundabout. Maybe it's not Lord Elsie. No. Father of the Garlic. That sounds even weirder. Father of the Garlic. Right, now we've got a bit of a climb up to the next sell point. The next sell point is a Logistics La Mancha. And this is a multi-selling point. I'm going to just cut across it. Just as a little hairpin round at the end of there. But we'll just nip across. For the sake of time, head all the way up. And see what I mean about it being, it's almost like zones. You've got all these hills and ridges and then the valleys between, and they're nice flat plateaus. You can imagine that they were probably rivers, lakes, whatever, way back thousands of years ago. Glacial, that kind of thing. And you kind of come over one ridge into the next valley. And we come back to the map. See all these ridges here, and each valley section, another ridge there with a valley section, it just gives that real, yeah, multi-zonal map, which makes it feel way bigger. Anyway, up the hill we go to here. So, sell points for all sorts. Bales, multiple crops there of grapes and olives and other things. Again, if you're not sure what can be sold where, go into the prices menu. We've got, I think, manure and slurry sell point. There's not a buy point here, but we've got a wood sell point, which is just there. So yeah, multiple points of sale. I mean, the wood, that's clearly labelled. You put your wood there, and then you click on the thing over there for sell wood. But yeah, because I thought it'd be down to the side, but I'll just drive past and point it out. Up on the top there's a big water sort of reservoir. It's not showing as being an icon for being able to buy water there, but it is there. And then from here, we're heading down to the southeast corner of the map, which we start with on New Farmer, and we've got a few other bits down there to be having a look at. I think that's the last of what we're coming to. Why did I cut across there again? I did on the way in. Right. Next roundabout we're going around and there. Let's head south. Oh, I'm so close. This is like 95% complete on getting the route correct. There's still 5% I can get wrong. So as we come down here, we've got these round fields with pivot irrigation systems. Now these are not mods, these are built into the map. They are fixed in place, they can't be removed, but they are pivot irrigation systems. And all the stuff down here we start with. So again, we'll come back to the map. So we're now down here. So on New Farmer, we do start with the 3 pivot irrigation fields. We've got almonds and pistachios in here as well. So I mean, I think we own most of the plots that have got the almonds and pistachios on New Farmer. But we have also got, if we come over here, garlic in the field. If I'm not wrong, it's ready to harvest. Brilliant stuff. So I can just have a look. So that's the garlic harvester. And again, another tractor. Again, don't start with it on New Farmer or on Farm Manager, start from scratch. If we just hook up to that, unfold the harvester, turn it on, drop it down, and we're harvesting garlic, people. Keep the vampires from your door. I'm going to have to watch Lost Boys again. It's one of my favourite vampire films of all time. Absolutely. I mean, there's been some fantastic films, but that's up there, isn't it? So there's your harvester doing its thing. Then we come across. I can show you that. Actually, I think I've probably left the tractor in the way, but there we go. Just down in here, the pistachios, and then the almond trees are over the other side. We come out to this irrigation system just here. I'll just show you it. It's not full, there's nothing in it at the moment, but these are fixed in place. The modded ones that can be folded up onto a trailer and moved out the way, but these are kind of, you know, they're bolted down. They're here to stay. Start the engine, and then what we can do is work position, and it will go around anti-clockwise. It needs to be filled. You can turn it on. You can do herbicide if you've got weeds on. You can do herbicide or liquid fertilizer, and then obviously, if you want to work on your field, if you can bring it round to where I'm about to that sort of concrete or whatever, that strip there, the access strip, and if you just stop the engine, because if I do refill position now. It's interesting, it doesn't start on that strip, it starts over there. If I put refill position now, it'll take it back to where it was initially. But if you want to try and do work on the field, you don't have to. You can work around it, under it, over it, whatever you want to do. If I get this right. You can bring it around to there and switch it off. And there's another one over there. So these are here, they are fixed. There we go. Hop out. I'm lost. There we go. Stuck in my own nightmare. So there we go. Irrigation systems. Again, very cool. All this extra stuff. Then from here, 4% remaining, possibly 3%. If I've done my job right, if I've done this correctly, tee-hee-hee. Crossing those fingers, people. Fingers? I'm crossing my fingers. That's what I'm doing. He's only gone and done it. Sweep round under here, up over the top. That little bit there reminded me very much of Italia demo. Don't know why. Come back along the road, and we're back to the start farm. And that is Lands of La Mancha, Tierras Manchegas by ProGarModding. The third in my Maps I Missed series. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.